I'm back.
Hello, welcome to another class.
Get in. Come on. Coats on back of your chairs. Bags under your desks.
No talking, pencil case out. Let's get ready to go.
Let's get ready.
You are in for another lesson with us. And today we're going to be talking all about retail.
Retailing for revenue.
This is something that we have done in the past, but we want to do it again because we're going to want to go. I think it's just so important that we need to do it again as well.
Yeah.
Innit?
We also want to, as part of this series, kind of highlight the importance of retailing, because you can increase like your sales and your profit without having to do any extra services. You can do all of this just by retailing.
Yeah.
I know some of the people over the years that I've met that retail like ridiculous amounts of stuff.
Unbelievable.
And it ends up being like nearly 50%.
Yeah.
Of their like turnover
Income, yeah.
and income is from just retailing and being so good at retailing.
God knows
And-
how they do that, 'cause
yeah.
that's amazing.
So, but today we're going to have a look at the philosophy of selling, strategies for recommending products naturally, and tips to create a retail setup that sells itself.
Yeah, and last lesson we were talking all about clients and keeping your loyal clients, and now we're going to talk about maximizing your earnings in every appointment that you've got, because it is a selling opportunity.
Yes.
Without like doing the reading, obviously.
And if you've ever felt like awkward selling products, which I feel like it's something that's so common in this industry because we're so like creative, and for some reason the beauty industry just hates retailing. They're just scared of it.
Yeah.
But if you have ever felt awkward or assumed that clients won't buy any retail products from you, then we're about to change your mindset.
Yes, we are.
By the end of this episode, you'll be confident with retailing without feeling sleazy. Because we don't like sleazy.
I know. And we've all been there where we've, had people try and sell us stuff, and it just gives us a bit of an ick. And you think, I don't want to buy it even more now because you're being too pushy.
When you're just looking around shops and someone comes over like,
Can I help you?
no,
Hey, you've
if I
got everything
wanted
you're looking
help,
for. I hate that.
if I wanted help, I would ask for help.
I know they get told to say that, but I hate it.
Yes. So we want to have a look at you've finished your appointment. Let's say you've done this killer set of like nails, brows, lashes, and your client's like, oh, what should I be using at home? I bet there's some of you guys listening who have said, oh, they sell like a cuticle oil in Boots
Yeah.
or something like that.
Probably because they've not got the product there to sell them as well.
Maybe. But like instead of selling them the perfect product, you kind of freeze and just like brush it off a bit.
Yeah.
So if that sounds like something that you experience,
Sort it out.
sort it out, but we'll sort it out for you after this episode.
And I think as well, like, it is important to know if you've had clients that have constantly asking for things, maybe like brow retail products or lash retail products, or even things like cuticle oil, like if they say, oh, I need to be buying a cuticle oil. These are things that if you've not already got in your salon, then it's great to look at investing in them and getting them in salon so you can sell them to your clients.
Yeah. And like retail matters so much, and we're going to tell you exactly why now. Like if you were to sell just 2 products a day at £20, that's an additional £800+ per month.
Crazy numbers.
Like
20 quid a day.
what?
You could even do that on one product, can't
Yeah.
you?
Like you're already recommending products, so you're talking your client, through what you're doing. So why not earn from it?
Yeah, and your clients do want guidance. They do value your opinion. They've trusted you to do that treatment. They trust that you know what's best. So they want you to guide them in what products to get. So 80% of clients would rather buy a product from their beauty professionals than go to a store and guess really what they're buying.
Yep.
Because how many times have you gone in, like, even I do it with like foundations, for example. If you go in and you need a foundation and there've no samples, you're like, what? Where am I starting here? So you want somebody really to have sampled that on your skin, or give you a tester of it. So great, you need to be giving them one-on-one tips, tricks, and also demonstrate how the products work on them.
And it's also like, how many clients have you had come in and, let's just say, brows? They ask what you're using to fill them in.
Yeah.
Because the product they've got at home is a bit more red or a bit more orange or too cool. Because they've gone into a shop and they've guessed.
And they've tried it on the back of their hand. And trying it on the back, the colour of your back of your hand is nothing.
Let's do a comparison.
It is nothing like your face. The colour of the back of your hand is nothing like your face, and it's a different texture, skin, etc. So trying it on the back of your hand, it's just nothing.
And selling it about kind of like just pushing products. And I think that's where we've got to change his mindset, which we'll get onto in a second. But we almost associate retailing and selling with being pushy, which it's not. It's about helping your client, whether it's makeup, even like aftercare.
Yeah.
If your client's using the right aftercare products, the results are going to last them longer.
Yeah.
The hair's going to be healthier. The skin, like the cuticles are going to be in a better, like it works in every aspect. It's going to be better for the client. It's not just about us making a couple of extra quid on a retail product or aftercare product.
It all leads into this, all like goes into one in getting them clients back as well, because when they're running out of that product, they want to come back as well to you. And also people sometimes they want to get it there and then. They don't want to have to think, oh, I'm going to have to go away, and when, like, next week I'll go and get that product when I'm in Boots or whatever, and then they forget about it, and then they're still using the stuff that they've got, like, and their brows look crap, and then people will look at them and think, oh, I don't know, so-and-so does their brows, but look at them. Yeah. So you need to be educating your clients really as well. And it's all about shifting your mindset when it comes to selling. So selling is educating, it's not forcing. So we need to educate your clients to basically know how to use the products and what the products are. Don't be just selling them anything. To get a product. You need to be selling them a product what is going to benefit them and is for them, basically.
And it's also, once you educate them, they might not buy a product from you there and then because they've got a product at home. It's not the right shade, but they don't have the budget for this new product. Yeah. Or they actually just want to use up that old product. They don't want to waste it. First. But by you educating them, they know when they need a product, they can come to you because you know what you're talking about. Yeah. You've already helped them. Like, they're going to trust you and they're going to come back. So if you don't get that sale there and then, it's 9 times out of 10 going to come later down the line. Yeah. And think of it a bit like if you knew the perfect, so like skincare. So if you knew the perfect skincare product for your friend, you'd tell them. You wouldn't not tell them.
Yeah.
That's like retailing. You know, you're helping your clients. You're telling them what they need and what you would, what product you think is going to be great for them.
And they're spending money on that treatment. So you want them to get their money's worth and get the best out of that treatment and to love the results of that treatment. So by getting a product from you is going to do that. So you need to be asking, ask your client questions as you are doing. How to approach selling is ask your client when you are doing their treatment, what do they already now use on? Say, what is your, say if you're doing facials or whatever, what is your normal skincare routine? What do you use on your lashes already? Do you have any conditioning serums? Do you know what would be great for your lashes? A growth serum. If they're really short and they're complaining about, I had a lady the other day actually, who's never had a lash lift before, but she did have a lash lift and she said, it's just because my lashes are really thin and short, so I just want them to look better. And I said, they will look better after today, but if you are wanting something that's going to make them look even better and you want to carry on having this treatment in future, the lash growth serum will make a massive difference. Sold one, got one. She still had her LVL done there and then, but she's still going to book in 8 weeks or whatever for another one because she wants to see the results of what she's been using. Asking questions like what I always ask, what do you do to your brows now? What is your makeup products that you use in your brows? If you've got somebody that is using, I don't know, maybe if you've got somebody that's using, they only use a clear brow gel, then you're not going to sell them a thick, heavy pomade or anything like that. You're going to talk more about the brow gels or whatever. And
it also plays into it guides my treatment. So if somebody comes in and says, I use clear gel, when I finish, I'm going to finish those brows naturally. I might add 1 or 2 hair strokes
Yeah.
if it's needed. I wouldn't reach for a pomade
No.
to fill in that client's brows.
Yeah.
Because it's the complete opposite of the
what
scale
they-
of what
yeah, what
she
they're used
uses.
to.
And by drawing in just a few hair strokes and using a clear gel,
Yeah.
I'm going to tell her what I've done. She's more likely to then purchase that. So you've got to like factor it into, you're asking them what they use so you can find the solution or fix the problem with retail, but also use it in your treatment so that they can see the results.
Yeah.
Um,
Asking as well, like, I think asking stuff like, what are your biggest, like, concerns about your brows or your lashes or, you know, like your nails or whatever. Because if they're saying, like, oh, they're just always dry around my cuticles, well, we do a cuticle oil. You know, oh, my brows, I just feel like they don't grow in certain places. Well, we have a growth serum as well, as long as the follicle's not dead, obviously.
Yeah.
So things like that as well. But we have got a soft selling formula. So
and it works.
it does. So get a pen and paper and write this down. Ready? Number 1.
Is educate. We've
So-
just been talking about this,
Yeah.
but you know, you need to educate your clients. So you could be saying, for example, to keep your brows looking really fresh, hydration is going to be key.
Yeah.
You've just had your lamination, which is a chemical process.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all about keeping those hairs hydrated
Yeah.
and healthy so you can keep having this treatment done.
I think explaining as well that the treatment is like, you know, like it's like a perming solution.
Yes.
So obviously you wouldn't keep like perming your hair and never using conditioner, would you? Or you wouldn't keep bleaching your hair.
Oh, I
and never
hope
using...
not.
I absolutely hope not. So you need
Otherwise
to
you'll
be
look like
putting-
me. None.
You need to be putting hydration back into there, definitely.
So that's your first point. You're going to educate the clients.
Step 2 is recommend. So you would say like, so I'm going to recommend this product for you because so if we're saying like hydration is the key by educating, we'd be saying like to recommend this brow serum will help keep them conditioned and help
Yes.
them keep them in the best thing. So then you're recommending a product for them.
And then step 3 would be to reassure. So it's, you know, following this same client who's had lamination, we'd be wanting to say like, it's lightweight, it's non-greasy, and it's super easy to use daily. All you've got to do is brush it on. It's clear, you'll not feel that it's there. So you're reassuring them of the benefits of this product.
Yeah. So step 4 is to try and round it up and close a sale. Now, this is a little bit of a grey area. I don't think you should be like, do you want one? Or
No.
shall I put one behind the desk for you? I think the way that I approach it personally in salon, I say, so whatever you're using now, if you feel like you want to get one from me in future, after you've used up whatever you're using now, just let me know and I can reserve one for you.
Yeah.
And I'll save one for you and you can get it at your next appointment. 9 times out of 10, they're going to say, I'll take it now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that is you're just telling them about them, but it also gives that thing like you're not trying to sell it them
Yeah.
there and then.
Yeah.
You're just giving them advice and just like talking about it and then being like, but I'll save you one.
You can also gauge as well. See if you've done your educate, you've recommended and you've reassured, and your client's a bit like, you just get the vibe.
Yeah.
I then would switch whilst I'm trying to close the sale. I would say to them, look, I retail them in salon, but it's with your lamination, it's important that you keep them conditioned and, you know, healthy. So if you don't take one from me today, see how you get on when you get home. See if you've got anything that you can use.
Yeah.
If not, drop me a message and you can always call for one.
Yeah. Yeah. Good
Because that then, they're not sat in the chair thinking, oh, fucking hell, he's trying to sell me this and I don't want it.
idea.
I'm almost like, you know, it's fine. Like, you might have something at
Yeah.
home.
Yeah.
Let me know if not, you can come get one.
Yeah.
Or if, you know, they're like, oh, yeah, I'll mention that again. I retail them in salon. I'll be like, oh, I've got stuff out, like retail units and stuff. I say, oh, it's, you know, 20 quid or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And I'll just leave it there.
I think as well, when it comes to like closing that sale, knowing your client and having a little bit of a price bracket, because I know like you do it as well, don't you? Like you have different prices for different products. So like for example, if you've got two options
So
of a more
lamination,
expensive
yeah.
product or a more cheaper end product.
I've got one that's £10, one that's 20.
Yeah.
And by doing that, I feel like I cater to a lot more clients.
Yeah.
Because to us, like, it's 20 quid for a lash conditioner. But you've got to think, guys, if somebody's come, a lash and brow conditioner, sorry, if someone's come and spent 45 quid on a brow lamination,
And it's the first time they've ever had them done.
they might not have another 20 quid
Yeah.
for that conditioner.
Yeah.
You know, like, I know we say it all the time, like, everything's gone up, cost of living, all of that, cost of living crisis. Like, people don't have as much disposable income for these kind of things.
Yeah.
So I think if you can have some different price point products, you're catering to everybody then.
And definitely, I think when we are selling, to maybe like upsell and create bundles, especially around Christmas, this is good. And it can also be good for like getting rid of stock as well, can't it?
Did it?
Yep. So you can create little bundles together. So say like, I know we always go back to brow products. So like a pencil and like a clear brow gel or a brow glue. Or if it's your lashes, you know, lash and brow conditioner. What else can you do with lashes?
I wouldn't really sell them a mascara if I were doing
No,
an
but
LVL,
you
but
might-
like a growth serum maybe, or like...
Yeah, or you might do like a growth serum, or you might do some salons sell like under eye pads, don't they? You know, like, or if you're doing skincare, you know, cleanser and toner together and stuff like that, or whatever. See what bundles you can put together.
Yeah, you can make your own little bundles. And then we have talked about this before. I found a lot of old stock retail-wise that I just wanted to get rid of. A lot of it was shades that I wouldn't sell. So it was £5. Everything £5.
Yeah.
It went.
Take it and go.
Take it. You know, I paid for it months and months, probably years ago. I'm just sat on dead stock.
Yeah.
That money's already gone and that's on a different financial year. Just sell it. Let's get some money in and then I can buy new stock that I know I'm going to retail.
And it was great that for around Christmas as well, weren't it?
Yes.
Because
So
people
many
were like,
people-
oh, what's that?
Yeah. So
They
many
love it
people
like a
bought.
bargain bin.
And you could even look at like subscription style sales.
Mm-hmm.
So like when it does come up to your busy periods, like your popular products that anybody could use, like a brow glue, for example, from HD. You might do like, buy 2 or buy 3, get 5% off. Buy 6, get 15% off or whatever. Because clients might come and think, I've got a couple of sisters, my mum. It's somewhat cheap and like, I'm getting a discount. I can just stick one each in like the little goodie bags.
Yeah.
So that could work as well for you. But the test and try strategy as well. So we've talked about the soft sell formula, but you need to be doing the test and try.
Definitely.
So have testers available
Yeah.
and for all shades.
Yes.
Like I use a lot of Vamp.
Yeah, me too.
I don't think I ever use Bombshell.
Never.
And this is talking about HD brow pencils, guys. But a client might want to try a Bombshell because they're buying it for the daughter.
Yeah. Ooh.
I ain't got one in my kit because I don't use it.
Sometimes I've recommended them because obviously when you are experienced, you can use a darker shade and do it lighter. You know, you're lighter handed, so, you know, the pigment won't go on as much because you know what.
That's all we had when we trained, love, wasn't it?
Absolutely. Pro pencil.
Black.
Black.
Every client.
When we was training at HD and we didn't really have like a makeup range, we had a black pencil.
Use it
and
on
it
everyone.
was just all about, to be honest, I
I
still
still
do.
do. Pro
Good
pencil.
old pro
Black
pencil.
on everybody. My clients are like,
Ooh.
if they buy one, they'll say, it looks a bit dark. I said, no, we'll take you a shade lighter. I can do it, but we'll
be
go lighter
careful
for
what
you.
you're selling them. I always sell them like a shade, unless they really know what they're doing and they're good at makeup. I'll sell them a shade lighter.
Yeah. But yeah, have those testers available, and it's like you want to hand the product to your client.
Yeah.
Don't get the pencil and go, oh, that's it.
Yeah.
Like, what good's that? You need to physically.
Yeah.
I put it in their hand.
Yeah.
Here, have
Yeah.
it.
Have
a
it,
little
take
go.
it.
Yeah. Well, I do sometimes. You know, have a little play around with it. Test it. If it's like, obviously you can't smell a brow pencil, but if it's like
Cuticle oil.
serums, oils, have a smell, have a feel how soft that feels. Do you know all these different things, so that your client can experience the product, just so that they're getting a good taste for it before they actually go ahead and purchase. And something as simple as feeling a cream on the back of your hand can close that sale.
Oh, yeah, you go, oh, that feels nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
that smells lovely. Oh, yeah, I love that.
Like she said it was good, but I'll have that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's little things like this, guys.
Absolutely.
Things.
And what's really important is creating a retail setup that's going to basically sell itself. So when people are waiting for appointments and stuff like that, if you have something that's inviting when you go in, and it's like looking in a shop window, innit?
Yeah.
You're like, well, I like that's there. I'm going to go in, see if they've got my size.
Yeah.
So if you have something that is like on display and, you know, you've got posters up and stuff like that about it or whatever, then people are going to be automatically drawn to it. I will say as well, when you are doing displays, always rotate them around a lot. Just because, you know, if people get used to seeing the same thing in the same area, that's all they see. So move things around a lot and people will automatically think you've got new stuff.
Yeah. And it wants to be visible. It wants to be accessible. You don't want to have retail products in a glass cabinet.
Yeah, you can have them like...
You can't pick, you can't feel, you can't touch.
You're better off having them like... in like waiting areas and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So people have got, you know, things to do while they're waiting, or near reception desks where they're paying.
Also, it might be controversial, and I think I have said this before. Do your retail areas, don't make them look too nice.
Okay. Yes. Oh, I know why. Because people don't want to touch them.
They'll not want to touch. So you'll if you see a really pretty. You see a really
pretty.
You see a really nice, pretty, like, display unit that's got these products on. I'm clumsy. I won't dare touch it.
Oh, and I definitely am.
Like, so you want it to look nice, but you want it to look inviting.
Yes,
You don't want it to look so pristine that you think, God, I don't even go anywhere near that.
Yeah. Yeah. And also clear pricing as well. So even if you have like little tiny stickers on bottom at boxes, because I hate not being able to know how much stuff is and having to ask and say, how much is that? How much is that? How much is that? And and not only that, you'd probably get, if you're with another client as well and people are asking you, how much is that? And you're thinking, oh, I'll let you know in a minute. And then you forget to let them know and you have to go back and refer to like stuff that's in your booking system, like for your stock and that. So you're better off just having little tiny stickers or something, or like a price list, something where everything is labelled and your prices are out.
Stand-up signs next to there's one for each product, and that'll say the price on. Because I'm tight with money, guys. We know this. We talk about it all the time. If I've got to ask how much something is, I can't afford it. I know. I'm not going to embarrass myself and ask. Yeah. Because I probably can't afford it.
Yeah.
Well, I can. I just don't want to spend it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's very true.
But as well as having the pricing, you could also, if you're going to have like a little display per product, have a look at like putting a little script together of it works well with.
Yeah.
So if you've got like a brow gel, works well with brow tech.
Yeah.
A thin brow pencil, because you're going to fill and then you're going to set.
Yeah.
If you've got like a cleanser, works well with this toner and the toner's next to it.
Yeah.
Because then again, you're automatically suggesting more products without physically doing anything or being there.
Yeah, you're upselling. And I think having like little things like eye-catching things that would say like lash serum, longer, stronger, thicker lashes in 4 weeks or whatever.
Yeah.
Buy it, you know, like things that are going to catch people's eye and think, oh, I want that.
Yeah. And as well, when it comes to like branded POS, I use it, but I would just be careful. You want to limit this. You don't want to have 10 different brands posters for 10 different products, because it ends up a bit like a jumble sale.
Yeah, and people think if you've got one brow range in and then you've got products from another brow range, they're going to think, well, which one am I having? I think pick your brands that you like. Pick your brands that you use as well, because it's always good to pick a brand that you are using on your clients, because you're easily going to upsell that, and stick to it.
Yeah.
Buy things in their range and stick to it. Only have a couple of brands in, you know, like or whatever, just so you can basically know what you're talking about and there's less confusion for you and your client.
Yeah. And you can even make your own POS as well, like point of sale. So, you know, if you are carrying a couple of different brands, you've got one for brows, one for lashes, one for nails, one for like you can design your own and get them printing just so it looks more branded as a concept. Which we'll be talking about next week.
I do think you should definitely keep a few high quality and high value items in for them, because there is a minority of clients, a percentage of clients that have got that kind of money that want to spend the best of the best. So definitely have like high margin items in there, and choose brands that align with your values and services.
So some common retail mistakes and fixes. Only mentioning products at checkout. Why? You're set up to fail.
They're on the way out now. They've already paid.
They've one arm in the coat, and you're trying to flog them a shampoo. Never going to work.
No.
You want to talk to them about these products throughout the
while
appointment.
you're shampooing them or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Or while you're doing the treatment, talk to them about it. Definitely. And assuming that clients can't afford it. That is another mistake. So let them decide. I always do tell the client how much they cost before they ask. Because I don't want to embarrass them by them saying to me, oh, how much is it? And me telling them and then them not having it. So I don't want to embarrass them by that. So I will say it's X amount. It's this. It'll last you however long. So you've already put that out there.
Also, like I've got different aftercare products at different price ranges. If you're selling them an aftercare product, you're not assuming that the client can't afford it, but you're also, I'm going to present all the options that I've got. There's advantages to all of them, and then I'll let the client decide. You know.
Definitely. And offering too many choices as well. Like, this goes back to obviously having loads of brands in there and getting shitloads of retail products. No, just stick to a couple of brands or whatever, and, really try and think, I'm not going to put 4 products in front of her and say, basically pick one. But, not giving them too many options, because they're just going to think, they'll get confused and be like, oh, I'll just leave it till next time.
2, I would say, is probably like your max. 2, because then it looks like you're giving them options. But homework again, guys.
You've got some homework.
So this week we want all of you to try recommending just one product to every client that comes in to your studio, your space, and your salon. And just see what happens. See.
Also think about, like, if you've not got them, like I said earlier, if you've not got them products in salon, what your clients seem to be requesting, or what that you could easily retail, then have a look into it and think about getting them retail products in salon. I know sometimes, if you order like a bit of like a bulk thing, it's a bit of a wedge
discount.
But if you do order a lot of times, if you do bulk orders, they do discounts in some brands, which is great. But do try and invest in products, and because you can earn a hell of a lot of money from it, and that's what we're all here for, aren't we? We're all here to earn the money, honey. So educate your clients, go and sell. Recommend one product each to your client. And when you've done it,
let us know how you get on.
If you sell one, let us know how you get on. Hashtag
WTP Beauty School.
Yes.
And tune in next week, guys, because we're going to be talking all about branding and marketing and how you can make your beauty business stand out. That were a lot of B's. Wow. Remember to stay booked, busy, and blessed.
Yes.
And tune in next week.
Yeah, class is out. We'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye.